email me, I can send you what it is. But I could have sworn it was, what did I put in the PowerPoint presentation? I could have sworn it was just like Windows video editor.
Is it Windows Live? Do Windows Live?
Maybe.
Movie Maker? Or
Movie Maker, thank you.
I don't know if I have it installed though.
There we go.
Yeah, it's automatically installed. So it's on everyone's computer. And okay, this one's a little bit different from mine. But the gist of it is you're dragging and dropping your videos or uploading your videos into here. And then you're dragging it into a timeline, which is a little bit different than mine. But if I had videos on here, I could just drag and drop it in. And essentially it'll create a timeline. And then you can edit, you can cut out portions of the video just by deleting them, like a simple, you cut the video and then you just click on that part of the video you want to delete, click delete. It's really, really simple. You can drag in other portions of videos, put them back to back. I've got it so that my templated opening is just its own media file. Drag that into all of them. I have an ending to all of my videos as well that I just drag in, and I slot in my vlog in the middle. And it's really, really simple. So once you get into it, it takes me literally to do all my videos that I do back to back, my 10 videos. It just takes me maybe 15 minutes to edit all of them. What takes the most time is just waiting for it to burn once it's been edited.
Thank you very much for showing us in Windows, because I'm as much as I'm suffering from Mac envy, because I mean everyone keeps telling me how fabulous the whole selection of tools are. Most realtors are still using Windows.
Well, you have to for your MLS.
Well, apparently not.
Oh,
but,
really?
But it's just frustrating to see everything demonstrated in Mac, and you're trying to figure out how the heck.
Yeah, I'm a PC person because a lot of our stuff in real estate and with mortgage brokering are online uploaders to all of our lenders or to your guys' MLSs. It's just easier with a PC. That's what it is designed for. So you can do everything that you need to do in a PC that you could a Mac. Mac is just a little tighter. Like if you compare PowerPoint to the Mac equivalent, what's it called?
Keynote.
Keynote. Keynote is just a little sexier. It really is. It looks nicer, its transitions are nicer, you've got more options. The thing is do we need all those options? Not really. Not for what we're doing in our industries and to do simple video blogs. So, but if you do want to get into more editing, you can buy things like Camtasia or pirate them for free. And if you want to go even further, then buy a Mac. You know, have something for both. But
Great, now I'm going to have to edit the film. What she meant was...
which you know how to do now, so...
What's your camera of choice? Like I see some people with flip cams, and like, what's your camera phone of choice? Because I don't want to go into
This is a really good
shop and have
question.
it start selling me crap.
People will go out and I mean, if you ask any video blogger like John Chow or what's his name? I can't remember now. Gideon Sherrick. He's a really big English video blogger, and he does a lot of teaching on how to video blog. They like to use the Flip camera, and it's its own name brand, Flip. And I don't like it. And it took a long time to find a camera. Actually, Jackie, if I could have mine.
Yeah, sure.
The hardest thing when you're doing a video blog is you set up your camera on your tripod or wherever you set it, on the side of the couch or whatever, and then you tape it. And then you go, oh, that was awesome, I nailed it. And then you look, and you're completely out of frame. Because you can't see if you're in frame or not, right? Even if you set it up and you go, okay, I'm going to sit here. Okay, how does that, okay, I think that's good. But meanwhile, you've cut off the top of your head, right? Or you set up a dummy, a mannequin of some sort, and you go, okay, this is what I think the height of me is. You know, it's just a huge ordeal. And so there's a whole video that Gideon had done on how to get the flip and then create your own like mirror in the background thing so you could see if you're in frame. And I was just like, there's got to be an easier way. And so I went, and I mean, I was fortunate. My boyfriend, who's also a mortgage broker, does vlogs, and we decided to just buy a really good camcorder. But it's heavy. It's a heavier camcorder, and it's got the flip option, so you can, you know, you basically pull out the screen and then flip it around, and then you can see if you're in frame. Well, that's awesome. The thing is it's a big camera. It's kind of heavy. The tripods that I use, where I'm like hooking them onto a tree or something like that, it's just too heavy to hold itself up, and it's just more than what's needed, essentially. I was like, okay, there's got to be a better way. Now, there's no camera this size except for this one that has the option of. You didn't. It does this all the time. It's obviously a high quality camera. It'll work in a second. It does, as if it times out, it's a little glitchy. There we go. All right, so see, and magic. Ooh, sexy. So it's got a screen on the front here. Now, even this was difficult to find. This is the only brand that does it. It's a Samsung. And they've got 3 versions of this camera. Now, the cheapest version of the camera has the camera or the screen on the front. That's awesome. The problem is it isn't HD. It's just regular, I don't even know what regular film is called. Yeah, thank you. All I know is HD. I'm too good for that other stuff now. So it doesn't do HD. So I'm like, okay, well, give me the highest rated camera. That's awesome. It's HD, but it doesn't have a screen on the front. Exact same camera, but because it's HD, they can't get an HD conversion somehow for both cameras. So I'm like, well, then what's the point, right? And so somehow I found like 2 people in all of like the world who carry the one model in between, which is ridiculous because it should be like the highest rated camera ever, where it has HD and it has the camera on the front. And this one is the Samsung Zoom Lens, oh, here it is, PL150. So the 100 is no good if you want HD, the 200 is no good if you want the camera on the front, but the 150 is the go-to model. And I found this at NCIX. It was only a couple $100, totally affordable compared to other cameras. And I love it. It's lightweight, super thin. It's my go-to now.
Is that for camera or for video?
Oh,
You can do video.
yep, absolutely. This is my video camera right now.
So what about your syncing your microphone with what that's doing?
So with the microphone, it's a completely separate apparatus. I got mine from the source, and it's just a digital recorder. You want a digital one. Okay, it can't be a tape, old school one. And what it is you'll have just a little mic that hooks onto your tie or your blouse, and it'll be its own little string hooked up to the digital recorder. Now, you know in the movies, you may think this is done just for Hollywood glamour, but it actually is, there's a purpose for it. The black and white thing where they go, check mark, and then the guy runs off with the thing and they start filming. That check mark, what that is that sound is syncing the audio for them. So what happens is when you go into your editor, and I wish the timeline was on here, I don't know why I don't see it out. If I have mine here, it would have the timeline. On the timeline, you'll have a video timeline, an audio for that video timeline, and then an audio to timeline if you have second audio. And for example, when I do the intros and I'm adding music, that music's going on the second audio timeline because I'm adding something more. So what you do is you drag and drop your video in. Your video automatically will have audio, so I make that mute. Then you're going to drag in your added video from your digital recorder, so it'll come with just like a card like you would have for your camera, you know, your card, you can plug it into your computer, or you can hook it up by cord, and you're going to drag and drop that audio file into the second audio line. I always do some sort of like or something in the beginning that'll give a bounce in the audio line. It's just like, you know, when there's audio, it goes, and you can see all the ups and downs of audio. You're basically matching that spike up the 2 audios, and now you've got them aligned. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
Wish I could show you. So yes.
So you're making 2 files and putting them into your
If I'm
editor.
doing a professional, like something that people are going to watch all the time, for my daily vlogs, I'm not doing any of that. I don't use the mic, to be honest. Just using the camera's audio. Again, the impression I want to give with my daily vlogs is, hey, I do this every day. I'm just off the cuff. Oh, I was out in the park today. Or, oh, this thing just came to me and I thought I'd do a vlog on it. You know, you want it to seem a little raw. You don't want it to look too stuffy or fake or anything like that. So you just make it look off the cuff. It's great. You don't have to do much production value in the editing. And for me, it's more effective. But the audio is great if you are in a very windy area, or if you're going to do more professional videos that you want to have open up on your website, or if there's something that you're sending out to all your clients or something like that.
Can I ask you, when you're saying like a video to your clients, if you sent the actual video, would you just send the link?
I normally send the link, only because to embed it, it's just a bigger file kind of thing. So I just send them the link, plus it increases your hits on your website, having them go there. So I always try to draw people to my website. Only for people who I know they don't want to have to scroll through all the nonsense of the transcribing, I'll send them to my YouTube channel and just say spend 10 minutes on there and save me time explaining it all. but very often clients, especially if they're first-time home buyers, you know, I know they're going to have certain questions. They don't even know what a fixed or a variable is, so I'm going to send them those videos. I'm also going to send them first-time home buyer status. I'm going to send them certain videos. And then I know they've got things covered, and we can have a much shorter, concise conversation. Y'all good? Any other questions? Well, then that's it.
Thanks, Lee.
You got Hannah?
Oh, and go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And leave lots of comments and stuff like that.
I have another question.
Yeah, sure.
Is there any services or any people doing this that you can hire?
Virtual assistants. Yeah. That guy right there.
I met you before.
That's right.
Yeah, there's also, I mean, like there's people on Facebook that I see all the time. Like Genevieve, she's in Montreal. She actually does stuff for real estate agents a lot. And she does all your Facebook. She does all your computer rates.